This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top. It was my grandma's birthday. Actually, it might be today when we're recording.
And you bought that for her?
No. Went in to get her some chockies. Didn't realise that Daryl Lee, the shop, had all these goodies. I was like, Pez? Thank you. I'll buy two.
I would never, ever think to buy Pez. And I think a lot of people don't do that either.
No.
Now, come on.
But do you like it for the lollies or you like it for like the experience?
I think a bit of both.
Eating Pez out of... Okay.
I respect
But
the
I don't mind
experience.
I don't mind the little lollies in them. I reckon they go
pretty-
alright.
Yeah, no, they're tasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
The pink ones go crazy.
Yeah.
Surely people
I think...
get around Pez
Yeah.
a little bit. Like, there'll be one person
I
listening.
don't know. Maybe kids. Yeah.
Kids do. I used to love them.
I'm sure kids do.
I have a decent little connection. Collection of Pez now. I got I have them on my wall. Actually, they're blue tacked up on the wall.
What
I
have you
got
Yeah, nice.
Buzz Lightyear,
LeBron
Mario.
James?
Yep.
No, LBJ. Darth Vader, Thor, Pikachu, and now Spider-Man's going up there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty childish, isn't it? Now that I say that all back.
No, I'll back it. That's all right. It's all right, Will. Don't worry about it, mate.
Everyone's a collector of something.
Yeah.
And yours is just Pez.
Oh, I
That's
wouldn't
cool.
say it's a collection. It's just a small like side collect, like a B-side collection kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
I've never really been into
Cool.
collecting things, honestly. I don't think I've ever had... Oh, except like Tarzos back in the day. Rugby league Tarzos.
Footy
but
Tarzos.
That's
Yeah.
that's as far as I go. I don't have the persistence for it.
Mm.
And
Fair enough.
I don't take care of my belongings.
Shout out to Mitch Burke for completing that. What is that? 2006 NRL Smith Tarzo,
Whoa.
the full thing or whatever it is. He
Is that the one where you have to buy
each
the
year he
chips?
tries to sell it to me.
That's
In the chips.
that's a lot of
Yeah.
C&Os, I'm assuming.
He told me back in year 10, he's like, this is gonna go for a lot of money one day, and he tried to sell it. I think no one even.
I don't think they do. Hey,
It's like
I think ones that are
$150
signed,
surely.
ones that are signed will.
Oh, actual like trading cards are worth something, not like
Tarzos.
chip Tarzos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
Australian
NRL.
footy players.
from 2006 Tarzos.
Yeah.
That being said, do you guys remember the Simpsons ones?
Yeah.
Like you'd play with the ball.
Yeah. They were sick.
Yeah, I think
like the
so,
Velcro
yeah.
Tarzos. Yeah, me and my brother collected all of them, and I have no idea where they are. And I'm fairly sure they're worth a bit today.
God,
So.
I don't understand the new like kids today. Their version of that is basically those little things from Coles. Like they're just little plastic everyday items.
Little happy
Hey, they're
shopper.
kind of cool though.
Nah,
Shoppable.
Like, have you seen them?
Yeah,
There's
but
still
it's-
cards. People, I see cards all the time. I don't know if
Oh yeah,
kids
those
buy 'em,
cards, but yeah, but not in like a. I feel like that's the same level of craze as Tarzos back in the day. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like, kids
that
are
mini
obsessed with
Colgate
them.
looks real nice.
with the footy
Yeah.
cards, I think the ones you get from the chips specifically, not like the good actual cards. But I used to get a coin, and on like the shit players that I didn't care about, or like the doubles, I'd cross it out with a coin so it was clear, like white, and then I'd draw me and write my stats. And I'd be like the best player. I wonder if I still have it somewhere.
That's crazy.
Have you got
Yeah,
any of
that's
them
nice.
anymore?
I really hope so, but I doubt it. I don't know. They could be like
God, please.
hidden away in the house.
That would be amazing to
Hey,
see.
those footy Tarzos could be good for like you have that like pick. You can make your own picks with plastic.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
So
definitely.
sure, those footy Tarzos would be good for making that
Yeah.
big Joey Johns
pretty
guitar
pretty
pick.
decent like
Would go
material.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Benji
thinking.
Marshall 06 in a pick.
Holographic Benji Marshall.
That'd be so
pick.
good. It'd make you faster, I reckon.
Now that's a niche.
Make
now
you
that's
more
an idea
agile
right
on the axe, I think.
You'd be able to play freaking what's it called? Dragon Force.
Yeah.
Is it
And-
Dragon
and
Force? Or am
do-
I cooking it?
Purifying flames.
Yeah, Dragon Force
Yeah.
and do a flick pass at the same time, if you want.
Yeah.
The inside, the
Yeah.
Benji flick.
Benji dummy.
Cool. Hey, this is episode 20. That's pretty big. We didn't mention that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
20 eps.
Nope.
That's like 5 lots of 4, 4 lots of 5, whatever
Yeah,
way you want
20.
to look at it.
20 weeks.
20
It's like one more
weeks
than
of
19. Yeah.
straight grind,
Yep.
my guys.
Wow.
I was doing the podcast.
come so
It's
far.
Good
not.
for us.
We
Good
listen
for
to
us,
music
eh?
and then talk shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we're recording this pretty early, this episode. We usually record on Friday or Saturday, sometimes Thursday, but we're recording on a Wednesday. So when you hear this, it's going to be 5 days later. So by now, you might already be in the Facebook group. But as of right now, we asked the people what to call it. We want to create a little private Facebook group, and everyone can join, talk about the pod, talk about albums we want to hear, if we agreed with anything, see what guests come on, just talk shit really about the podcast. Shoot the shit, and it should be pretty good. A couple of the name suggestions we had, a record Royale with cheese. Not a bad one from
That's
Benny
definitely the
Cook.
front runner for sure. Yeah.
The
That's
Record
good.
Royale Fight Club, Record Royale Chat Room. Brad, yours, what was it? Record Royale Facebook Group Epic Royale or something?
Yeah. Something like that. Something trash.
I like that.
That's
one.
like my favourite one, I reckon.
That's
And
my
even
front
though we
runner.
made it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Record Royale, Facebook Group Royale. Or something like that. Yeah.
Record
Pretty silly. Epic Chicken Royale. Record
Just
Say
Royale.
Royale
having
4 times.
Having Facebook group in the name of your Facebook group is genius. I think you've broken new ground of a meme.
It's pretty funny, yeah. The Record
But my-
Royale Facebook group, Epic Chicken Dinner Royale.
Yes, sir.
So by the time you're
Yes,
hearing
sir.
this, you might already be in the Record Royale Facebook group, Epic Chicken Dinner Royale group. but if you're not,
with G.
join it. Come join the fun. Who knows if we'll ever post in it. We hopefully will. Hopefully we'll make some use out of it because
Should
it could be
get-
pretty cool.
Some sort of community going, hopefully.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That's the idea,
Yeah.
isn't it? And another idea that
Yeah, I
Adam,
think
you
so.
had during the week, the dump. Do you want to explain what the dump is?
So over the course of the pod, there have been a few stinkers, just absolute stonkers in the albums.
Songs,
And I feel
yeah.
like they deserve a place to go as well. So I feel like from now on, during the week, if we find that one song is just really, really bad, i.e. Signs by Beyonce, sorry, babe, we nominate it to go to the dump, and we'll have a playlist on Spotify for all the worst songs of the pod.
Yeah. The Record Royale
'Cause
dump. We do have the
you never
Record
know.
Royale ads, which is the best
Yeah.
songs, but, the kids that don't get much love, they need a place to go as
Yeah.
well. And we're going to give them the dump.
One man's trash is another man's treasure. So
We'll have
who knows?
to like have a look back at the albums we've done and see if there's any unworthy contenders.
yeah, perfect.
I'm sure there is.
We'll keep going. You guys still need to do your little 10 out of 10 Hall of Fame on our website
Yeah.
blog.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah,
I'll
Give us a break.
have to do one for last week's episode too. I know there's a couple of 10s, but I'll do it for last week. Spoiler, didn't say what album it was though, did I? So go listen to last week if you're listening to this one before last week. That's why it's numbered, mate. All right. Bloody hell. Wednesday afternoon.
dear.
I'm actually feeling pretty
Alright.
decent. Should we get into these albums? Haven't even mentioned them. Should probably mention them
Yeah.
actually. We're
Yeah,
doing
should
Snail
mention.
Mail, her debut, Lush, and then Clean by Soccer Mummy. Pretty cool. I've never listened to these albums in full. Listened to the singles, but
yep.
I liked it. It was cool. It was a chill
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, nice. It was, hey.
We only had, like 5 days, but I pumped them pretty much every day. Didn't really listen to anything else, actually.
Yeah, same. Kind of
Yeah,
had
I was
to.
kind of exclusively Soccer
Forced.
Mummy for like 3 or 4 days just to get a good sense of it because I think me and Adam both know Lush pretty well.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Very well.
you know,
There it is.
That's
can't
the vinyl.
see it. You can't see it.
Oh, you could say a head. That's the vinyl.
Got
Good
the head
stuff.
for a sec.
It looks like a cardboard cutout.
Do that again.
Oh,
That
our
was
Skype
sick.
background effects.
Sure.
So much fun. Thank you to Tilly for bringing that into our podcast.
And we got the EP as well. Can't really see it, but
Did that
Oh,
did her EP come
yeah.
out before or after this album?
Before, yeah.
Okay.
there's a song called Stick that made it to the album as
Yeah.
well. They got a bit
True.
of a rework.
That's
Great track,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you
For
listened
sure.
to Soccer Mummy much?
I have briefly, just because she's the top related artist when you listen to Snail Mail. So
Right.
when this album came out and I became obsessed with Snail Mail, I had briefly skimmed her music, but Not heaps. This was I was looking for a deep dive for sure.
Brad, am I correct or incorrect? Did you see Snail Mail live or were meant to? Or
We did not.
Both me
It's
and
one of the biggest regrets
Yeah.
of me and Adam's life.
me and
I
Brad
reckon.
both for separate reasons did not go, and Jonty
It was in
actually
Sydney.
our dear friend
Yeah.
Jonty Carlin messaged me today because I don't know how he knew, but he said, "Remember when you didn't go to Snail Mail?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah,
It's because he did.
yeah, I know. We were meant to go with him."
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because I've seen some stuff online and I was like, oh, she's like, I didn't think she was like that good live. If I'm being perfectly
apparently
honest.
she
So
was crook.
There was
I
another
remember.
reason as well.
She was crook at the
Yeah.
time, but
So I wasn't too mad, but Jonty said it was so heaps good, and I'm sure it was. I think it was at Oxford Arts Factory as well.
Yeah.
So it's always a good time there. So
I didn't go because
yeah, big regret.
Georgia, my girlfriend, was getting knee recon the day of the gig, and I kind of tried to say, I was like, "Can I just go?" And she was like, "Yeah, you can go," but it was definitely yeah, you can go, but watch yourself, like you're treading on thin ice,
You're in
mate.
thin ice,
And
mate.
I took
Yeah.
I took the cue and sold my ticket like a good boy. But I
on
still
you,
wish
Thin
I
ice, mate.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's smash through the little facts of these.
Let's do
So, Snail Mail, actual name Lindsay Jordan, from Ellicott City in Maryland, United States of America, baby. She was 18 when this album came out. Once again, makes me upset. Why is she so good, so young? Debut album Lush is the one we're talking about. It was released on the 8th of June 2018 by Matador Records. Heard of them? Queens of the
Yeah.
Stone Age, Car Seat Headrest. Or a
Interpol.
couple. So that's pretty dope. It was produced by a guy called Jake Aaron. Or Aaron. Not too sure. I'm gonna stick it with Aaron though. He's worked
Nice.
with Beth Auden. He also mixed Middle Kids EP, one of theirs.
Oh,
and
really?
I don't know how to pronounce Beyonce's sister's name.
Solange.
Solange.
Oh,
One of
the
her
two.
songs.
Solange, yeah.
Solange.
Solange is definitely what you meant
Cool.
to say. I'm pretty sure I cooked that.
Oh,
Solange.
Dope.
Yeah.
Solange.
The
Yeah.
Aussie touch.
That's
Yeah.
a sandwich.
Yeah.
Just give us a Solange with cheese, thanks.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, 3 singles of this one. Pristine was the first one. Rolling Stones' 13th best song of 2018. It's pretty big. Heatwave and Let's Find an Out. And it was Pitchfork's 5th best album of 2018. Stereo Gum's 2nd best album of 2018. And their 48th best album of the decade.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. Cool. Let's
Pretty
do
nice.
Clean by Soccer Mummy. So, Swiss-born, Switzerland, baby. Sophia Regina Allison but she's from Nashville, Tennessee. She was only 20 when this album came out. It was released on the 3rd of March 2018 by Fat Possum Records, who have released stuff from The Black Keys, Dinosaur Jr., Waves, Unknown Mortal Orchestra. A couple of cool ones in there. A couple of cool bands that we could definitely do on the podcast in there, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
I think so.
It was produced by Gabe Wax, who engineered the War on Drugs albums, also all of Soccer Mummy's other work. 3 singles, Your Dog, Cool, Scorpio Rising. Once again, Pitchfork's 27th best album of 2018 and Stereo Gum's 7th best album of 2018. Rolling Stones' 3rd best album of 2018. They love it.
Jeez.
They love it. Cool, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Let's get into the elements. Alrighty. Let us go. Who wants to kick it off while I stretch my back?
I reckon you do, Will, because you're the real newbie to these ones. I'm really keen to hear what your impression is,
All right,
especially
cool.
of Snail Mail.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have listened to Snail. I love that album. Like, here's just a straight up. I think that album is so good.
yeah,
And
it is a
one thing about it, she has a really good restraint. I know it's kind of, I don't want to say low budget, but it's very, there's not much bells and whistles on this album.
No.
It's kind of just guitar, drums, bass, vocals. But the vocal hooks cut through so hard because there's the restraint on it.
Yeah, her melodies. I think that's what actually drew me in initially first. Was her melodies? They're they're not like super unique, but they're unique enough to like every single one. I don't think she really goes with like the safe choice for melodies all the time. Like there's a lot of her choruses and stuff have kind of strange, whether it's like a little key change or something like that. Yeah, it always really sticks in your head. And her guitar playing is so good. That
that's
little
different.
I remember.
Yeah.
It's like it's different guitar playing, the way she strums.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard Heatwave on Triple J. This is like one of the shout out Triple J for once. So they gave me like a good artist to listen to. It was great. Yeah, I heard Heatwave on Triple J and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And that was the third thing I noticed. Her guitar playing. That intro of Heatwave is like perfectly done. I have no idea how to.
It's really like
how to describe it.
It's not a run of the mill like little guitar solo. It's like it really well, like it sort of really sticks in your head. I reckon a lot of guitar solos can be kind of crap, but that little thing at the beginning, so shreddy, but also like it's not too over.
Yeah,
you're
doing the little solo, aren't you? You're thinking that.
Yeah.
The little solo.
Yeah,
I'm thinking right at the start, even just like her, like the way she plays. It's so like emotional, even before she starts singing. Before the vocals come in, it just sets it up, that song, so well.
Yeah,
just that little intro.
There's also a little.
I think.
Oh, sorry. You go.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just gonna say, if you guys had to choose Pristine or Heatwave, what would you go?
Well, I don't want to spoil it for my ad because it's one of those two.
Okay.
I'll choose. I go Heatwave for instrumental, Pristine for vocals. But I like them equally.
Cool. Fair enough.
I think
I think I'm a Heatwave sort of guy as well.
Yeah, Pristine, like at the end, where she's just like hitting those really big, massive notes. It's like, very impressive.
It's so good. Her
She's a
voice
great
is so infectious and like matched with the vocal hooks. It's such a winning recipe.
Yeah, recipe.
Recipe.
I was gonna say as well on Heatwave. Did you guys notice in the second verse? There's that weird little like, like I never heard it on my first listen. It's like really like high up in the mix, and it only happens for like 10 seconds, and then it goes away. I thought
it's
that
like
was pretty
super
cool.
screechy.
Yeah, really screechy. Like
after listening to it for the past couple of days, this was like the first time that she has that little lower harmony in the second verse as well.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I've been able to hit it by myself when I was listening to it. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
That's an achievement. Hitting that little harmony all by myself.
Yeah.
It still
I like
has
that you use the word restraint, Will. Yeah.
Huh?
That's cool. I liked how you use the word like restraint, because that's how it is. Hey, it's like kind of, that's about it. Which, when looking at like Soccer Mummy, I think she's a bit more dynamic with her like choices of sound. You guys agree with that?
Yeah.
She's not afraid to
There's a few more like effects on the guitars and extra instrumental layers on that.
But it's definitely a lot more bandy, I think.
For sure.
Soccer
yeah.
Mummy.
But it still doesn't get rid of the, what's the right word? It doesn't abandon, here we go. It doesn't abandon like the bedroom kind of pop like feeling of it.
Yeah.
Like, intimacy kind of thing. And like same with Snail Mail, it's still very lo-fi sound production wise, but everything cuts through really well. I think that's what I really liked about it, because a lot of lo-fi albums that I listen to, it feels like there's way too much going on. But these, especially Snail Mail's, it felt very precise.
Yeah.
Which was really cool.
Yeah. No,
Absolutely.
for sure. I think they're both kind of similar lyrically as far as like what they're about. They're both very much about being in a relationship that's very one way and like wanting to go for that. I kind of like how Snail Mail's is like, I like how they keep that theme going of it all being like a summer love. Like there's a lot of talk about just sweating and like,
sure.
well, heat wave obviously. So I kind of like that part of it, but yeah, same with Soccer Mummy, or the like the wolf metaphor, like calling
in the first song, Still Clean.
Yeah,
wait, this is the line, I wrote it down. You left me drowning once you picked me out of your bloody teeth. I was like, ooh,
yeah.
And the song's so somber and chill, and it's soft music, and then the lyrics are so intense and like gnarly. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, the same as like Your Dog. I can't remember the lyric now. It's like, I don't want to be your fucking dog or something like that. And it's just like straight to the. It's quite like melancholy because it's a pretty bright song, but the lyrics are like. She doesn't hold back. I don't think she really gets to it, which is good. There's no inhibitions.
That song's definitely the centerpiece, I'd say, of the album, or not even the centerpiece, but the very most like accessible, most accessible band driven.
It's the most songy sort of stuff.
Same as Cool. I think that one and Cool sense. Are both like you can hear
that's
that
on
Triple J or something for sure.
For sure.
Even the first 3 songs in a row hooked me so well.
Yeah, Still Clean.
It's a great.
Do you guys notice that weird thing at the end of Still Clean where they change the vocals so it sounds like it's like
out of tune.
A phone.
And it comes out.
No, it's like a phone. Sounds like it's a phone recording.
Oh yeah, that part. Yeah.
And then it comes back in. I was like, I've never heard that before.
It was like,
cool. It's pretty genius.
It's like it dropped out of the mix, so you could only just hear it, but you could just hear like the guitar kind of chops.
It was kind of like, when you've got some dodgy headphones, and and then they like get like stuck halfway through, and you're only getting like half of the sound. I thought that's what happened to me, and I thought my headphones were fucked.
It does sound like that.
I thought that
it
was pretty sick.
It almost sounded like or like the headroom mic that they might have used when they were recording. They just left that on or something like that. Something cool like that. Yeah, absolutely.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I just think she's a bit more fleshed out with what she wants, I think. And like I think Lindsay off Snail Mail's a bit more like just guitar and vocal. And it is her first release, which is like super fair enough. And that's why I'm so keen for her next work, because I think it's going to be a bit more musically fleshed out.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, it's kind of a little bit one-dimensional, even though I love this album so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I think,
definitely.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
But
very fair.
But at the same time, I think like, as you said, there's so much promise. I think that I think that like her next album might be like unbelievably good. Even like the lyrics are pretty good. Like they're very well executed, but it's a lot of the same sort of idea. There's not a lot of differentiation, and also as you said, there's like the production is pretty similar across the board. There's nothing out of the ordinary, but like her sense of melody and like just her
it's all there.
It's unbelievably good and unique. I think like she's got a really unique voice.
If she brings that same precision that on this album to the next one, but with more show instrumentally.
Yeah.
It'll be
for sure
pretty dope. Okay, the song. Okay, if I say the song "Skin" off Soccer Mummy's album, do you remember which one that is?
Yeah, I think so because
it sounded exactly like your dog.
Yeah,
because the bass line is like so similar in the drums and everything. I was like, this is just a part 2.
Yeah, I did find after like the first half of Soccer Mummy's album, I started off thinking this is super dynamic and crazy, but there were a few tracks in there that I got a little sleepy on. Yeah. Same as Snail Mail's actually. There's a couple there that don't stick in your mind as much as the rest. There are a couple duds, I think.
I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy that says
I wouldn't
the songs are too long, but there's a couple of songs that are too long.
It's not all hits. I also found even though it's a good song on Snail Mail's album, Let's Find It Out. Good track, but weird single. That was the third single.
That's some John Mayer shit, that song.
Yeah. It sounds like Jeff Buckley, I would say. The chord progression was very Jeff Buckley, but it's like a weird... I can't see that getting picked up on any radio stations, honestly.
No way.
Yeah. But
speaking of getting picked up on radio stations, I reckon Soccer Mummy... Has she ever played shows with any Australians? Because she would fit in so well with the Australian indie music scene, like Spacey Jane, Alex Lay, very Stella Donnelly as well.
Have
they ever played shows together?
Laneway or a Splendor, I think or something.
Probably.
Might look it up.
Because like, if you told me she was Australian, I would believe it. Just the way her...
Definitely has that.
Kind of the storytelling way of it as well.
I'd say that's not an Australian thing, though. I think that's probably an American thing that Australians... I think it's the reverse. Probably.
Oh, I don't know.
There's Australian artists that are kind of copying, because they all sound like, I mean, they're all really good, but they sound like 90s bands. Like they're both. Do you know like Liz Flair?
I did
know.
not.
Looking into both these albums, both Soccer Mummy and Snail Mail both cite her as like a major influence, and I had a listen and I was like, oh, okay, I get where all these bands are coming from.
True.
Yeah, but yeah, so I think that's probably where it all stems from. It's all those 90s bands, the Pixies and stuff, and Sonic Youth. Yeah,
for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, cool.
The song Full Control on the Lush album kind of gave me Modern Baseball vibes. And then the chorus like pops, kind of similar to them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I get that.
Don't know if you felt that at all,
Yeah.
but that was like my first listen. I was like, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, true. Okay. I feel that. Kind of.
I mean, they don't really fit together, but...
No.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think.
I really liked Stick
I love...
a lot, sorry.
Yeah.
Stick.
I was going to say something like that. I love... She's like, doesn't rely on the hooks, though, at the same time, or the choruses. Like, she's not afraid to have a couple of big outros and let that be like the shining moment of the song.
Well, that's Stick.
Yeah, Golden Dream and Stick, and I think Heatwave as well is pretty much a fat outro.
Yeah.
And they're all like the parts where it's like a reflection of what she's saying at the end. It's like the most abrasive sections where she's either like kind of doubting herself or doing a full 180 or confirming what she's saying. Like in Golden Dream, where she's just like pretty much telling her that she herself is stupid, like for thinking what she's thinking and whatnot. Super cool. And like I love how the lyrics reflect the those fat outros.
Yeah. No, that's for sure. I really like the Stick as it builds up and she just goes Wales at the end. That big
so
ballad.
good. I love that. So good.
She's amazing voice. Can't say that enough.
Yeah.
I don't think I appreciated it. Like in this music, she's a very, very good singer, I'd say she's better vocally than Soccer Mummy, but the ideas are more fleshed out in Soccer Mummies, in my opinion.
I think so. I would agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
Shall we get into the segments?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I'm
I
keen.
think I've said everything.
All right, play that funky music, Bradley. Get inked. Get inked. Cool. Let's make some tattoo ideas from these lyrics, or whatever you want. Mine are from the lyrics, though. My Snail Mail one from the song Speaking Terms. The line is... It's right there in front of you. So the line is, if it's all ash and dust, well, then I won't let you take me for a ride. So the tattoo is, like on your tricep or something, a bicycle, but it's fading away because it's made from ash and dust. So it's just a little bicycle on your tricep, but it's made from ash and dust. The kind of
maybe a tricycle. How about that?
Huh?
Tricycle could work. Maybe a tricycle.
A tricycle on the tricep. True.
Yeah.
And then from Soccer Mummy, the song Your Dog, I don't want to be your fucking dog that you drag around. So it's just a dog standing up on two legs and it's walking the human.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah.
Not too creative this week, unfortunately.
Yeah, mine aren't either.
No, neither. This is going to be bad all around.
Yeah. All right, I'll go mine. Mine from Heatwave. The first lyric, I'm so tired of moving on and spending every weekend so far gone. I was thinking like on the forearm, you'd have like the initials for like the week, like MTWTF, and then like Saturday and Sunday, the double S are like on the other side of your forearm. So it's spending every weekend so far gone, if you know what I mean.
Nice.
Yeah.
Boys,
Scary,
no
mate.
good. Yeah.
Next.
And for Clean, I swear I've seen someone with this before. Just like on the album art where it like she's, I don't know if it's like, oh my god, got a phone call.
Answer it live.
Yeah, do it.
Hello, Brad speaking.
Come back to bed, Brad.
Wait, shh.
Hello, Brad speaking. How you going? How you going, James? Get out of here. That was a fucking telemarketer. Where was I?
Telemarketer. How you going, James?
Yeah, bloody telemarketer. How you going, James? He's like, are you
What was he trying to sell you?
Oh, solar panels or something like that. Where was I? Jesus
Hello, this is
Christ.
Bradley, the editor.
I should have said that. Yeah, I think like the clean just off the album art. I think she's done it in like spray paint or something. I think she's got a spray paint can in her hand. Yeah, just that, like the font, like clean on your wrist or something like that.
Nice.
Pretty standard.
Lovely stuff.
Mine for Soccer Mummy was from Wildflowers. The song's about, I think there's a lyric that says, "Wildflowers don't grow in the city. I dreamt the sidewalk broke into two and the earth was calling me." And the whole song's sort of about like moving to a city and then just struggling but then making it through. So like they talk about wildflowers then growing in the city or whatever. So I thought like a fire hydrant with like a vine around it be pretty nice.
That's pretty cool.
That is
Yeah,
cool.
no, I like
That's a
that.
good one.
And
Yes.
then for
1 from 5, baby.
and then my one for Snail Mail from Deep Sea, it was breathe in 2s and 4s to know what's worth breathing for. It was like a little music reference. So like breathing on the offbeat, like I think I read on, this is again, shout out to Genius. I didn't actually figure this out myself, but it was talking about how, breathing on the offbeat and being able to see things in a different way if you just like, I don't know how to explain it. Look from the outside, I guess, and start living differently.
Okay.
So I thought having like a heart monitor, and sort of like split it into bars and have it going up on the second not note. I don't know how you would draw
I can see
but
that.
No, I got the
yeah.
idea.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Like a heartbeat monitor.
Yeah, pretty shit.
Nah, I can see it.
There you go.
Pretty decent, I say. Better than Mean Wills.
Yeah, getting
for
worse
sure.
and worse everywhere. going
Cool.
around.
Let's do our
well.
relatively new segment. Still trying to figure it out. Still getting there, but I think it's pretty good. The pitch. All right, so we're going to be creating movie plots, saying who stars in it with a song title from either album. Adam, you want to go first? You're shaking your head. There.
Yeah. This one's just a direct rip. So you guys can figure out what this is from. So from Soccer Mummy's album, Scorpio Rising. I thought that sounds like a superhero movie title to me. So here's the plot. A nerdy teenager by the name of Steven Starker, played by Tobey Maguire, has his world turned upside down when he is bitten by a radioactive scorpion on a field trip to the Sahara Desert.
No,
He grows a giant tail and his hands turn into claws, which can cut through any material. And he has to go up against the villain named Blue Gargoyle, played by William Dafoe.
Wait. Blue who? Blue
Blue Gargoyle.
Adam.
Is that instead of the Green Goblin?
Green Goblin.
Yeah,
Blue
I got
Gargoyle.
it. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, you got
everyone got it.
And for the second week in a row,
Gargoyle.
William Dafoe will feature. So that might have to be a running theme for me.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Scorpio Rising.
Scorpio
That was
Rising,
really good.
coming to theaters soon.
Probably
Hopefully
not.
not.
Straight to DVD,
Hopefully
that
not.
one.
Let's hope not.
Straight to
Hope
Blu-ray.
no one
Um,
spent money on that.
Nah.
Mine
Please
is
don't.
from Lush by Snail Mail, the song Heatwave. So it's a horror movie. I've gone with a horror movie,
Yeah.
a genre of movie that I never watched. So here we go.
Gets
In
too
a
scared.
deserted small town in the state of Nevada, USA, called Pristine, there's a little Easter egg for you, lives only a few thousand residents. But each year in July and August, when the Celsius soars into the high 40s and 50s, thousands of tourists flock to town to attend the giant water park they boast. But this year, the temperature doesn't look like stopping. Reports. This is a news article. Reports say it could reach 60 degrees, a number not reached in 100 years. With this news coming, triple the number of tourists come. But town locals fear the worst, including the oldest man in the town, played by Morgan Freeman, because they know what happened last time the temperature reached 60 degrees. They know what the heat wave brings. And when it comes, Morgan Freeman and a cunning tourist, played by Twilight's own Taylor Lautner, have to fend off what the heat wave brings. That's it. I don't know what the heat wave brings. I didn't really get into that.
What is happening?
But you get the general gist
I
of the
like
movie.
it. Nah,
Yeah. Ish.
a
It
water
gets
park
so
horror
hot
movie
that the-
sounds really good.
Is
The
Morgan Freeman gonna kill
condensation
everyone?
lords come up, huh?
Is Morgan Freeman going to kill everyone? Is that the horror element?
No. Morgan Freeman and Taylor Lautner, Twilight
okay.
heartthrob, have to fend off the evil heatwave monster.
The evil. Okay, so there's a
Yeah,
supernatural
yeah.
element.
So it gets so
There's a
hot.
heatwave monster. Okay.
It gets so hot that these
Okay.
heatwave monsters come up and like start killing. This happened 100 years ago. So Morgan Freeman's
At
so
the water
old
park.
that he knows.
Jeez.
He's the only one that knows the
He's
story.
100 years old.
No. But he
How
was
old's Taylor Lautner?
I don't know, like however old Taylor Lautner is, like 25, 26. I don't know.
Taylor Lautner is not 25.
What? Do you reckon he's older?
A year older than me.
Oh, true.
Taylor
We're
Lautner.
23. Okay, he's like
Back in Twilight, maybe.
he's like
Yeah.
30. Well,
Yeah,
okay, fine.
he's
It's
30.
it's not played by Taylor Lautner. It's played by who's the Spider-Man? Tom.
Tobey Maguire again.
Tom Maguire. No, freaking
Okay.
Tom. Fuck, everyone's killing me right now.
Tom
listening to
Holland.
this. Tom
I have
Holland.
no
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's played by
Resident
Tom Holland
teenager.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
You didn't want Taylor Lautner? It's Tom Holland then. And Morgan Freeman.
Jeez.
The last time the heat wave
So-
monster come.
Is it kind of like The Mist? That movie where the mist just kills people somehow? Kind of like that.
Yeah, it can be like that. I didn't really think
Yeah.
of it. That's up to the
That's-
writers.
yeah.
I'm just
That's
the
pretty
plot
good.
man.
You're just the
I'd watch
pitchman.
that, I reckon.
Yeah.
There's an episode of South Park called Awesomeo, and Cartman dresses up as like a robot, and he goes to all like the movie executives, and he just pitches movies. He's like, okay, so this one, Adam Sandler is on an island, and all of them just involve Adam Sandler. So I'm
Yeah.
just Cartman in that South Park episode.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman
Yeah.
and Taylor Lautner / Tom Holland in Heatwave coming soon. All right, Brad, what's yours?
Okay. Mine is also called Heatwave. All I have here is opening word, planet Earth. That's all I've got so far. So I'm just going to go off the dome here. I'm thinking, okay, for some reason or another, planet Earth gets like a couple hundred k's further away from the sun. So you know what
Further
that
or
happens
closer?
then? Further. So we start freezing over, right?
Yeah.
And everything gets real icy in Australia. There's an Australian shitty film. And so everything starts freezing over.
Yeah.
And you know the only people who like thrive when people are freezing over, it's like the ice hockey players because they got their skates on. So the government gets all the ice hockey players together, like the national ice hockey team,
Wayne
to go on a
Gretzky.
mission to. I'm done. That's it.
No. Tell
I'm not
me.
even gonna
Keep
finish
going.
it.
What are the ice?
That's
What
it.
does the
I don't
ice
have
hockey team do?
I don't have anything else. That's it.
But why is it called a heat wave?
Because they got to make a heat wave somehow to bring to.
They got to play a fire game of ice hockey.
Yeah, let's just say that will somehow bring the Earth back to its position. Like all I know is that
Maybe that would be better. That movie would be better off like as like a Space Jam type thing, like not really real. Like it's pretty much instead of Michael Jordan, you got Wayne Gretzky, the only ice hockey player I know. Wayne Gretzky leads Bugs Bunny and co, and they have to beat the heat wave monsters in a game of ice hockey.
the ice monsters. Yeah, that's better. See, I needed help, boys, and you weren't there for me. I was just laughing away. Okay, thanks, boys.
This segment is
mark
off
my
to
words.
a
Next week,
brilliant start, by the way.
next week, I'm gonna actually bring some heat wave. Get it?
Some heat
Yeah,
wave coming soon.
some actual.
Man,
Wow.
they were pretty good. Pretty shit, but pretty good. All right, let's do the ad. All right, what songs are going in our playlist? The Record Royale ads. Don't be confused with the Record Royale dump, because I'm not chucking any in that playlist this week.
None this week.
Not this week.
Mine from Snail Mail is Pristine. I alluded to it before, but that song is
Nice.
unreal. That chorus hook could be maybe the best one I've heard this year, even though it came
Yeah.
out in 2018.
Yeah, it's
Like
good.
in terms of new songs that I've heard, that is so good. And then
Yeah.
for Soccer Mummy, I had the song Floor. That one, it's like got the really cool guitar,
Yeah.
I guess chord melody.
I could hear a little bit of Duster in that one. Anyone else?
I didn't think about it, but I'm sure I would going
Hey,
back.
listen back. Listen back.
Maybe.
There's a bit of
That
Duster
song,
in
it did sound like oddly familiar, but
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was really good. Actually, it was my favorite off the album. What was yours?
Nice.
Mine for Soccer Mummy, I'm going to say Still Clean. I just thought it's a really solid opener. There's a lot of tension in it, which I really like. It kind of feels like it's about to explode. It doesn't quite go there, but it still keeps you interested, which I really like. And then for Snail Mail, I'll say Stick. I said it before. I just really like it's a very like emotional song. Just big ballad. I think it really shows off
Big sing-along.
Lindsay's her vocals really well. So yeah, that one. There you go.
For sure.
Nice.
Bradley? Off Clean, I think I'm going to have to go Your Dog because it's the cool, like that song is so cool.
Yeah.
I can like, if you people out there who are into like the whole like, you know, the Bene and the Morat and the Clara or whatever, they didn't need to listen to these cats because they thought they were cool. These songs are badass. These songs are way more badass than any of those kind of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that in that song displays that the most with her angsty performance, I'll say. And I think I've got to have Heatwave as well because that's my first song I heard from Snail Mail.
Got to be in there.
I think it has to be in there. I think like it's weird how that song kind of doesn't have a chorus. It like just keeps building and building and building to that big Lee epic moment at the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's always been my favorite song, and it will continue to be. So
rocking.
Rock and roll.
Truly rock and roll. All right, let's do 2 truths and a lie. That's right. Adam, it feels like forever since it's been your turn.
For good reason. Sorry.
Hit us with it.
This isn't going to be very good. Okay. So, Lindsay Jordan of Snail Mail fame was once suspended from playing hockey after using a stick to hit an opponent. Lindsay, again, once recorded a version of Pristine in Simish for Sims 4. And although Sophie of Soccer Mummy talks about her star sign causing her to act recklessly in Scorpio rising, she is in fact a Gemini.
Okay, I read one during the week, same as last week, so I'm going to rule it out. Not going to tell Brad, though, which one it is.
I think he knows.
I'm just going to say that second one just is the truth. That sounds real correct.
That second one is the truth. There you go.
Yeah,
okay, there you go.
Have you listened to that? Is that like, what is that?
Yeah, so she...
You know, like the language the Sims speak? It's like...
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Is it... I need to listen to that. That sounds pretty cool.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're ruling that out. So we got Lindsay was suspended from school for hitting someone with a hockey stick.
No, not suspended from school. So she was a hockey player, and she got suspended from playing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She used one to hit. There was a guy, he was like... It was actually started by the mum. So she played in like a men's hockey team, right? Pretty much until this album came out, I think. And yeah, there was a guy that kept calling out to her, and then his mum got in the middle of it and kept egging her son on to punch her. And and then she hit him with a stick. We're not allowed to do that, so got suspended.
Okay.
How did you find out that Soccer Mummy was in fact a Gemini?
Yeah.
I just looked it up. Looked up her birthday.
All right.
I don't know if he did that.
I don't think you did, Yeah, I reckon I'm going to go with that's the lie for sure.
All right.
No, I don't want to be too confident.
All right.
That's the lie.
I might go that as well, but no, let's go that as well. I think.
All right, we're both locked in on 3.
So
She's actually a Scorpio.
Okay. The lie was Lindsay Jordan was never suspended in hockey. You bloody idiot.
What's the go with this like really elaborate, smart backstory? Did you write that down?
Nah. I thought that you would get that straight away because basically the only fact I could look up was Lindsay Jordan played hockey, so I just made that up.
That's pretty. It's very general. Just hit someone in the. Yeah,
but I can definitely see that being like in an interview. Yeah, it would get brought up. Like she would bring it up and be like a story.
Like a Nardway interview.
Nah, I made it up.
Yeah.
You got us.
Yeah.
I was gonna go it as well.
I need to listen to that. What is it? Pristine. What is it called? Sims 4
Simish.
version. Simish.
Yeah, That's the
Simish. It sounds like a Scandinavian country.
I think it's actually based on some weird like Scandinavian language or something, because I'm pretty sure there's set words that like it is an actual language. I don't know whether Sims made it or I don't know, but it's pretty good. And it's her singing too, which is funny.
I'm definitely going to check that out.
It's good.
Before we check it out, though, let's give our episode 20 ratings. That's right. Lush and Clean. What are we giving them out of what, Adam?
So for Soccer Mummy, I had Wildflowers. And for Snail Mail, because it's talking a lot about, being in summer. It's a summer romance. I had 10 sweaty armpits. So take a pretty
Sweet.
Nice.
There
He's
you go.
good.
Relatable.
Yep.
All right, Adam, you want to go
Who's
first?
going first? You go. Yep.
I'll go first. All right.
Yeah.
So what do we go? We'll go Soccer Mummy first.
Yeah, we're going to do Soccer Money first.
Soccer Mummy. I'm going to go 7. 7 Wildflowers for that one. I thought I said it before. I really liked the first half, but the end half did fall off a little bit for me. But it was really strong, the first half. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 7.
I'm going to back you up there, my man. 7
Nice.
Wildflowers as well. I think there's some killer hooks on there.
Yeah.
Killer damn hooks. But it kind of felt like some of the songs were just thrown in there to fill the numbers. Kind of what you said. It drops off a little bit. So, I don't know. I think I want to listen to an album that she put out this year. I think it'll be a lot more...
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel as though there'd be bigger hits on it, potentially. Could be wrong, but I'm
definitely check that
going
out.
to take a deep dive for sure. Brad?
I'm gonna talk myself into some sort of score. I think that she's a bit more diverse in sound than Lindsay, and I think it's a bit more developed. She has had. I think this is her third album, isn't it? So she has had a bit more time, second or third, or
no,
like maybe
this is
not.
her first.
This
This
might
is
be
her debut.
Oh, like full, but she's had like a couple not mixtapes, but
EPs
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff.
I think she's had some bit of experience.
Yeah.
And I feel like her sound pushes the corners a bit more. But yeah, same as you guys. I think that the second half is a little bit less memorable.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just a problem that we have. Like I'm sure people would love those real soft songs.
Well, I think
But,
the
that are
fact
quite
that we're doing
emotional.
this on a Wednesday, we haven't had very long really with this record.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that definitely.
I'm sure we'll come around to it. But yeah, first like 4 or 5 songs go crazy, and then kind of just drops off a bit. Maybe that is because of time. So yeah, I think 7 sounds about right as well to be a bit predictable. 7 Wildflowers.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if predictable. There's only 10 numbers we can give.
True. You're right, mate.
For Snail Mail, I am gonna give it 8 sweaty armpits, because although we did say before that I think maybe Soccer Mummy, I don't know if the ideas are more fleshed out. There's definitely more dynamics and it's a little bit more experimental, but I don't know if I think that Snail Mail's raw talent and her knack for melodies and stuff is way better than Soccer Mummy's, and based on that, I'll give it an 8. Just because I think her next album could be a 10. I think it's got all the potential.
Legit.
For sure. But yeah.
I think I can't wait for her next album, because I think it'll be way more... Like, this album's precise, but as I said before, it'll be just as precise, but with even bigger hooks and bigger melodies and a lot more to it, which would be really sick. I'm also going to give it an 8. Heaps sorry, everyone, for copying, but it's an 8. I think the stripped back presentation of it does so many good things for me. It's really good, which is like... I'm usually more of a give me more kind of guy, but these songs didn't need any more. I think if it was overproduced and overthought, the songs wouldn't be as effective. But it rules. And Pristine, that song, is unreal.
Tequila.
It's like, just
sick.
That's at for our next bracket episode awards. That's the front runner for my best song. Brad?
Nice. reckon before this week, I would have given this a 9. But after listening to Soccer Mummy's album, yeah, I think you guys have both hit the nail on the head here. It is just kind of... It's just the first album, and she's going to go strength to strength.
Yeah.
And it's just a little tiniest bit not one-dimensional. That's been rude saying it like that, I think. Just, yeah, bit more diversity in her sounds, because her voice and her songwriting is so strong, and she doesn't have to rely on having like being vibey or like having an aesthetic just for the sake of it. It's just like
she should just let it.
She's just doing what she did, and it's really good, and it'll just come to her, I think.
Yeah.
So with her next album, so yeah, I'll go an 8 as well, just to make sure we have the same scores. So
nice.
Well, the only other time that's happened was the Justified Beyonce episode, and what a classic that was. Cool. Yeah. So if you can do a very simple maths, your times tables, which I hope you all can. Lush by Snail Mail gets dub against Clean by Soccer Mummy, 24-21. Cool. Yeah, these 2 albums are they're really cool. They're really cool, and I'm a fan now of both. I mean, I always followed Snail Mail, never really looked into Soccer Mummy, but I'll be definitely taking a little bit of a dip into the other releases they have for sure.
Yeah. Apparently her album after this one, I think, is meant to be the better one, so heaps keen.
Soccer Mummy?
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that out.
One, pretty sure.
It was released this year,
This
I
came
think.
out, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope.
That's cool. Yeah.
We might have a bit more time before next week's episode, so I might actually be able to listen to something else, because next week on the show, we have Talia Reardon, a.k.a. Goonsax Reardon, a.k.a. one of Newcastle's most exciting new artists, Teddy, joining us, and she's bringing with her Immunity by Claro and Pony by Rex Orange County. It's going to be another week of listening to cool artists with some pretty cool music, so that's going to be sick. Super keen for next week. It's going to rock and roll. We've got a couple of dope guests actually coming up. A couple good mates that we'll say next week. We'll tell you next week who's coming on after next week's episode with Teddy / Goonsax. But I'm gonna dig into my Pez lollies, I think, right now.
Get in there.
You earned it, mate.
A little Wednesday night treat.
I'm gonna go.
I think I deserve it.
Sir.
Making fresh pasta tonight, baby. I got my dough waiting.
Oh, go
waiting
on.
What type
of pasta you got?
You put in the prep work.
What's
on the menu?
What'd you say, Will?
What dish
shape?
is it?
I'm making pappardelle. I don't know how to say it. Pappardelle. You know, like the big fat boys.
Yeah.
Making them.
Yeah.
And then,
Righto, Harris Farm Boy.
Yeah.
Whatever. You get it. We get it.
Yeah, you do get it.
You work at Harris Farm.
And I'm putting some sausage. Some Italian sausage. Yeah. Well, I had this pizza the other night with Joe, actually. And it was Italian sausage and fennel. And so I'm just going to try and make that into a pasta form. That's my...
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll give
Italian
you an update.
sausage, eh?
Yeah.
Got one of them.
Big sausage. Big old sausage in there.
Decent.
Anyway.
Decent as. All right, cool. After that little chat, we're going to end the podcast now. Follow us on the socials at Record Royale. Potentially, we're recording this on Wednesday. You'll hear it on Monday. The Facebook group might already be up. So if it is, join it. Don't know what it'll be called. Record Royale, Epic Royale, Facebook chicken dinner posting. Maybe. That has a good ring to it, doesn't it? All right, just whatever. Join the group.
Yeah, I think so.
Follow us on the socials. Drop us a 5-star review. You know you want to. You got to do it. Just pretend like we're an Uber driver. 5-star. Give us the 5-star rating. Cool. I'm going to stop talking now. Dig into my Pez lollies. Farewell.
See you guys.
Farewell.
I'll catch you next week.
Bye.
See you later.